This lesson is going to cover Basic Sentence Pattern 1, commonly called BSP1. Again, remember before we start the notes to date it next to the left of the Sentence Pattern 1 for your own organizational skills. All right, so now we know what a noun does. It names. Now we know what an action word does. It tells. It is now time for us to start joining those two forces together to improve upon our writing skills and abilities. Keep in mind that the sentence patterns are the ones that are set in stone. Your writing must conform to the sentence patterns, not the other way around, no matter how hard you try. So sentence pattern 1 is the most basic, yet it is the most difficult to use correctly in a piece in an assessment because it is that basic. People often overlook it. It is simply a noun plus an action word. Again, remember to use your 4-color pen to color coordinate as I'm doing. I also want you to highlight or circle or underline two things for me. The first is a capitalized N in noun. The second is a period at the end of the simple statement. All sentences and simple statements must have a capitalized letter starting it and a period to end it. For example, Bob runs. Joe talks. Dogs bark. You can see in these sentences that the action words are telling the nouns what to do. Remember, all a noun does is name. It's rather lazy in the sentences. It needs an action word to tell it what to do. So Bob, he's got to run. Joe, he gets to talk. And dogs, they have to bark. Again, no matter how late at night it is. A BSP1, and all BSPs for that matter, may begin with 4 words. A, an, the, or my. For example, a baby cries. The dog barks. And a crow flies. So you have a little more wiggle room here to work with these sentences. You notice also that these sentences don't contain any details. That is not a BSP1. A BSP1 is simply a noun and an action word. We'll get into sentences with more details later on, but we need to get this simple step down before we can progress on.